If confusion was a name, Ray Omokri could definitely be the best term to be called a confused human being in Nigeria. Hello, everybody. This is Gist Lover Hub TV, the place where we give you up-to-date information of everything happening around our system in Nigeria. Nigeria's political system happens to be one of the worst and one of the weakest right now, where those in power do not want to leave, and those who are mere charlatans always want to come in the corridors of power to show their rare ignorance. And what am I trying to talk about? None other but Ray Omokri. I don't even know what to call him. Should I call him a minister? Should I call him an ambassador? And to even think that some few years ago, I attended his church as a pastor. I wanted to go and understudy him. But guess what? Right now, that was one of the worst mistakes I've ever made. Because Ray Omokri seems to be one of the most confused human beings in Nigeria right now. After serving under President Goodluck Jonathan as a special advisor, right now, all Ray Omokri does is to run from pillar to post. And will be being his biggest nightmare is something that he cannot comprehend and something he cannot understand. What is Ray Omokri doing right now? If you look at Ray very well now, he's now getting even older than his age. Right now, Ray Omokri has actually decided to want to run for president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Then I want to say, is that not really like a joke? Yes, that is to me the biggest joke of the century. And guess what he's doing right now? He's now going to go and consult Aliko Dangote to support him financially for him to come and contest elections. Now, if you see people who begin to behave like this, you know that there are people who have very low self-esteem and low self-mentality. And that's because they do not really have a say. They cannot just make up their minds on something and stand by it. Rather, they just want to run from pillar to post, looking for what to do. But at the end of the day, you now realize that these people do not really have the people's mandate at heart. That is why the issue of deflection is a very serious and big political issue in Nigeria. People deflect at will. People don't even just have the right to say, okay, this is the best thing for them to do. This is where they want to they want to remain. Rather, all they do is whenever a particular side favors them, they want to deviate to that place. And that is why our political system is getting weaker and worse by the day. You see, someone wins elections in PDP and before you know it, he ports to APC just because he wants to protect his own interest. And they want to always make us believe that, yeah, it's because of the interest of the people first. It has nothing to do with the people. Because even before they deflected, some of them don't even have the simple courtesy of even coming to call Congress meetings and call. These are people who traveled far and wide. They go to different places to win elections in a particular political party. And when they win elections, the best they can do is now to decamp. And that's what I always say. I always want to say that Nigeria is really not ready to have this conversation. If Nigeria gets to a point where we are actually ready to have these conversations, I tell you for free, people will begin to stop all of this rubbish. The constitution should stipulate clearly that anybody who decamps from a winning political party to another one should lose his seat. That is where they should get to. When they begin to navigate that angle, when they begin to navigate that premise and push this narrative right now, I tell you, all of these people will begin to sit up. But what do I know? All I need to do is to go to a strong political party, get all the funds I want, win an election, or go to a weak political party, win an election, and decamp, so that the powers that be can protect you. When will all of this stop? Only time shall tell us. Is Ray Omokri going to make it in the presidency? As a matter of fact, time shall explain.